So just so you guys know, we do have another team on here with us. So if you guys are on Jocelyn's team, just keep in mind, like, some of the stuff I say she might not like have that set up yet. But anyways, okay, so they already announced it last night that there is going to be something really awesomely big coming on the 27th. And I just want you guys to know, like, in preparation, I'll just say this. If you have a very giving heart, but you also eat a lot over Christmas, then this is going to be the perfect thing for you. That might have actually been too much, but it's fine. All I know is that I see people like thinking like, what could that be? All I know is that this is going to literally excel your business to start 2020 off right. Actually, start the end of December off right, because everybody loves to give, and this is just going to really pull at everybody's hearts, and it's going to be just phenomenal. And I think the groceries are here. All right, hold on. Hello. Good. Thank you. Sorry, guys. Thank you. Thanks. Pause. Sorry, guys. We should have just started in a minute. But anyways, this is going to be something huge. Yeah, getting groceries delivered is like the best money we've ever spent in my entire life, especially with 4 children. But this is going to be huge, you guys. It's going to be huge because our company has a really giving heart, and everybody wants to do that, you know? And so this is just going to be like something huge. But if you're not prepared for it now, you're not going to get the results that everybody else is. So all I'm saying is get your list together of your potentials and make sure that you're not waiting till January 1st to get things going. Because I know some of you guys are like, I'm gonna make my dream board and then I'm gonna start working on it on January 1st, but that's gonna be too late. That's gonna be too late. You're already gonna be left behind. And so that's why I'm actually giving you money to make your dream board and set your goals now, because that's gonna make a huge, huge, huge difference. Thank you. Thank you. Is that it? No?
Nope.
Okay. That's it?
Yep.
Okay, perfect. Thank you so much. You too. Okay. Sorry, guys. At least I prepared you. Okay. Anyways, so if you guys didn't know, there is the flash sale that ends tomorrow, where you guys can literally get the skincare line BOGO. Yeah, that's only for distributors. And so I don't know if you guys missed that or if you heard it or whatnot, but thank you. But if you guys are really wanting to start getting results, you're starting to sample out the products, do the pop-ups, whatever it is, you need to get in on that deal. Because for me personally, I'm like, yeah, I need that because I'm obsessed with the skincare. So that ends tomorrow. But I want you guys to know too, like in, March, April, May, June, all through the end of next year, you're going to either be saying one of two things. You're going to be either saying, I wish I had, or I'm glad I did. That's what it's going to come down to. That's where you are either going to decide now to make your goals happen, or you are going to wish that you would have in March and April when you see everyone around you promoting. That's what it is. That's what's going to happen. So you're going to have to say one of those two things. So, sorry, I'm like trying to read my notes, but I suck at writing stuff down. Let's see here. So what I want to do with you guys too is kind of, I know some of you guys are new, so this might be a little, it might be like a little off if you're new, but I want you guys to look back and kind of see in 2019, if you've been a distributor, through half the year or earlier, like how did it go for you? What went right and what went wrong? You know, like, was it your fave show that distracted you? Right? That's happened to me before. And it sounds so simple, but it is so big. I told Aaron when we were on the plane home, I was like, we are unplugging the TV. Like, I literally said, we're unplugging the TV in our room. We never had one before in our room, but we're like, well, if we're going to be watching something downstairs together and I'm working while I'm doing it, then we might as well just put one upstairs. And I decided that that was a distraction and that I am going to really just focus on only reading at night now. And so you have to make the hard things easy and the easier things hard. So if you are someone who you just love, Netflix, then you need to put the remote on the other side of the room. You need to unplug the TV. You need to make it easier to do the hard things, which is picking up a book. That's what is going on. Okay, someone just signed in for my account. I'm gonna fight you guys. Just kidding. It said someone signed in from your account. Anyways, so what the crap? Oh my freaking gosh. Okay. All right. Yeah, I know. Someone probably forgot to log off after. If your name says my name, I'm going to fight you. Okay. I'm sorry. I hate that. It's so distracting. My squirrel brain can't handle it. Okay. Anyways, and my phone is connected to my computer and it's blowing up with all these text messages. Anyways, okay, so you guys have to ask yourself, like, if you're ready to take your business to the next level, okay? Because there is this barrier, and I feel like us as leaders set it. Granted, you guys can all pass me, and that's fine, but I just want you to know I'm always going to be willing to work harder. So you have got to be willing to work harder than the person next to you, beside you, below you, above you, the one that's not even in the business yet. You've got to be willing to do that, and that's how you are going to bust the ceiling. I was talking to Pam a lot, and I just asked her, I was like, I said, I want to break the ceiling of my residual income. I want my residual income to not be what it's at right now. I want my residual to be 70,000 a month. That's what I want my residual to be. That's not with bonuses. That's not with fast starts. That's not with any of that. I want my residual to be 70,000. And I asked her, because I know how she is. I said, is it just my mindset, or do I need to be doing something more? And she said, it's 100% your mindset. Because for me to go, and, if you leaders kind of feel the same way, then, say yes in the chat. But for me, I feel like me going from diamond to double, me going from double to triple, me going from presidential to ambassador, it was the same. It was the same amount of work. I had more people on my team, but it was the same amount of work. I didn't, ignore my kids. I didn't this, I didn't that. Like, I didn't do necessarily anything different. And so that's what it is, you guys. It is a mindset. And so I just said it, and I said, my mindset for this year coming up, which I'm changing now, because like I said, January 1st, you're too late. You just missed out on 3 weeks. I'm changing it now, and I want to know who wants to change their money mindset with me. I deserve to make $100,000 a month, and I don't want to make $100,000 a month for 1 month. Always on my dream board, it says a $70,000 paycheck. I don't want a $70,000 paycheck. I want a $100,000 paycheck for 6 months in a row. Okay. That could be with bonuses, without bonuses, and then my residual to be that 70. And that is going to be my new money mindset, because guess what? I deserve it, and it's just money. Like, money is everywhere. Money is unlimited. Like, why am I not able to have that $100,000 paycheck when other people have? I just love talking to Pam, because her mentor, and this is just crazy, her mentor, and I left those groceries there if you could. Can you put those groceries away? Sorry. Pam, her mentor, made $1.5 million for 18 months straight. $1.5 million a month for 18 months straight. Cheese? Go ask Daddy. Daddy will do it for you. And is $1.5 million a month for 18 months straight. Okay. And you know what she said? Tons of that was literally just $25 like fast start and cab bonuses, because ours are way more than theirs. Okay. And if he can make $1.5 million a month for 18 months, why can't I make 100? That's nothing. So you guys, like, we have to change our money mindsets. Stop. If you comment in this chat about how, we are not talking about that right now. Right now, we're talking about changing your mindset, because at the end of the day, I could give you 18 reasons why things could go wrong, but I can give you 5,000 why things will and can go right for you. I could tell you about all the people that quit my business. I could tell you about all the leaders that I thought I had that quit. I could tell you about me messaging 100 people that I thought were going to sign up, that I followed up with for so long that never signed up. But guess what? I don't talk about that because I don't want that. I want what I want, which means I'm going to talk about what I want. So you have to start talking about what you want if you want to change your mindset and change your money mindset. It's not going to change if you keep focusing on what is not there, right? Like, that's like saying, like, well, I have these 4 cute kids, but I lost one, you know, like, that's like saying that I'm not going to focus on that. I'm going to focus on my 4 beautiful children. And that was a really random example. That was weird, but it's true, you know? Okay. So let's see here. So you guys, it's so important to see your goals every day. Did you know, and I might be saying the statistic wrong because I didn't actually write it down, but I'm pretty sure I'm right. So only 10 or 15% of the world actually writes down their goals, and 85% of the people that write their goals down hit them. Is that mind-blowing or what? That is freaking mind-blowing. So if you are one of those if you're one of those 15%, 85 of you guys are going to hit your goals. And so that's why, like, you're going to hear me over and over. You better have your dream board, and it better be detailed. It better have dates. It better be on your freaking fridge. So only 15% of the world actually writes down their goals, but 85% of those 15 hit them. Like to me, I was like, oh girl, where's my pen and paper right now? Like, I was like, give me a paper right now. But you have to see them every day. So I kind of shared a little bit. You guys, I don't know why I'm using my hands so much today. So I shared a little bit earlier about how I'm changing my dream board. And the reason for that is this was kind of a huge aha moment for me, you guys. I set a goal of buying our house finally, completely remodeling it. We want to pay off a bunch, and then a few other things on the dream board. And that's like where my heart and my mind is focused. Like, I want it so bad. I want it so bad. But my huge aha moment was when I was talking to everybody. And number one, this is why you need to get to conference and come by yourself, not with your family, because everything happens before and after the conference, not even necessarily during. But anyways, so I was talking and I was saying, well, everything on my dream board, you guys, I can get with the same income that I have made in 2019. If in 2020 I make the same income that I did in 2019, I can hit every one of those goals on my dream board. And I'm like, that is not going to take me to the next level. It's not. Yeah. What? Yeah, it's right here. So that is not going to take me to the next level. And I'm like, holy crap, I am not dreaming big enough. My goals are not big enough, even though I say they are, even though I tell you guys, like, dream bigger. So I haven't even remade mine, because honestly, like, I have to really sit down in silence and really dig deep and figure out what I want and what I'm going to do with that money. Even if I say, like, I want $500,000 in savings, like, whatever it is, like I need to decide to dream bigger, you know, and it sounds so cliche, but why am I going to make $100,000 a month when everything that I really want can be made with what I made this year, which was not $100,000 a month. So I really want you guys to like focus on just dreaming bigger and really look at your dream boards and think of it as like, am I connecting with what's on there? Do I want it bad enough that I'm willing to accept the no's? I'm willing to learn. I'm willing to grow from it. And Stacy, are you here? I thought I saw your face, but I don't know where. I don't know where your face is. Okay, I'll just keep going. I actually made it so people can't unmute themselves because y'all be getting crazy. So just put in the chat if you're here. I thought I saw you, but oh, you are. Okay, where's your face? I'm going to find your face. Hold on. Stacy's going to kind of share a little bit about dream boards because we really want to, it is so powerful. And you don't know how powerful it is until you actually make one. Okay. There you go.
Hi. Okay. So I'm going to show you guys my dream board that I made last year and tell you what happened on it. Okay, grab it. Okay, so last year, this is my big dream board. Right here, let's see. I have obviously ambassador. What's crazy, Christy always talks about it. You want a date for every goal. So I had March right there. And guess what? I hit it in March. And so my goal was $37,000 a month, and I have not hit that yet. But, you know, if I hadn't reached that goal, I wouldn't have made as much. Or if I hadn't, you know, aimed for that, I wouldn't have reached as much as I have, you know, because if you hit every single goal, then you're not dreaming big enough. So that's something that I'm always telling myself. Read one book a month. I've surpassed that. I mean, self-development it's like my go-to, and I don't read books, but I listen and I take notes, and that's just what I do when I'm getting ready, when I'm driving, like that is what I do. Disney, we went to Disney, Hawaii, I put on there, and what's crazy is Kara, she's on here, Triple Diamond, she got married in Hawaii, and so I got to go to Hawaii just because she got married. I had, let's see. Okay, so as you guys know, I was a part of the Route 91 country concert, and so since then I hadn't been to a concert. It was just like really scary. But I put on here, attend a country concert by summer, and I've attended like 5. So that was pretty cool to see. Let's see. Obviously, I've got like my fit girl right here, and I have totally stayed in my the body I want, I guess you could say, just maintaining. I didn't lose the weight this year. I lost it last year, but I've kept it off, so that was fun. LASIK eye surgery, the year isn't done, and Christy just had it, but anyway, so I have these goals right here, $100,000 in the bank, and I am that close. The year, again, is not over. So all these goals, though, right here, I set last year, so the end of last year, and what's the importance of having these goals and setting them before the year is just going into the year with the goals you have in mind. So, for example, small goals like reading one book a month. That was, to me, that seemed, oh my gosh, that's a lot of reading. But then I figured out the Audible app, and it's been so easy. And it's something that, because I wanted it, it's just, I've made it a priority. And so going into the new year with all these goals is just, it just becomes, your mind it just works subconsciously, and it's crazy what happens. But when you want something, when you think about something over and over, and then you just do the daily steps that you need to do to get there, it just like magically happens, which is just crazy. But that's the importance of having goals. I haven't finished my dream board for this year, but I'll share with you guys a little bit. If you were at Christie's, you saw a little bit, but I'm going to be 30 this year. And so I'm like freaking out a little bit. Like, that is crazy. But I have Dirty 30. I'm going to Fiji. I don't know how, but I'm going. Like, that's just something that I set. For my 30, I have a dog on here, which you guys, if you guys know me, you know that I am not a dog person, but it's just, I keep seeing these Frenchies everywhere, and I'm like, I really want a Frenchie, and my boyfriend wants a dog, so Millionaires Club. So that is something that I hadn't put on my dream board yet. And it's so scary, but I calculated it and I basically need to average $25,000 a month next year to reach the Millionaires Club, which, I mean, that totally happens. And with like the income goals and the rank goals and stuff, those things happen when you have the goal set in place and you just take the daily steps to get there. If you do not have a goal that you want to achieve, how do you know what you're working for? They may be scary dreams. They may be crazy, but that's okay. If you're putting them in your mind, in your subconscious mind, then every single day, it just works in your favor. So dream boards are great. Dream boards are a way to start the year really strong with a vision of where you want your year to go. And so if you have not gotten your dreams together, even just a list of them for now, you need to start. What do you want? Where do you want to go in 2020? Do not wait. You guys know how fast time goes. And if you don't have a goal in place, you don't know what you're going to do, where you're going to go. And the how never matters. If you have a goal, it just happens. If you work daily steps every single day with a positive attitude, a positive mindset, knowing that anything can happen, then it can happen. So do your dream boards.
Yeah, and now you guys, your daily steps are even easier. Like, I don't know, but I think you guys are just a wee bit spoiled because now with this opportunity page, some of you guys don't even know about it yet because I literally announced it. I made the videos. I posted it, and I was like, we're open for business. So if you guys don't know about that, it's going to make everything easier. I'll share with you a little bit more at the end, but I love what she said. What do you want? So some of you guys are brand new. You're like, woman, I haven't even signed a distributor yet. How am I supposed to think about my dream home or whatever it is? But here's the deal. That is your roadmap. And so if you have never made a dream board before, you've never set a goal in your life, because most of us don't until you get in this business. What I want you guys to do is literally just ask yourself, but you have to be in a quiet room. Once your kids are in bed, once lights are out, go by yourself and just ask yourself, what do you want? Grab a piece of paper. What do you want? Ask yourself again, what do you want? And you will go to the core and figure out what you actually want. You might say, like, I want $500. Well, why do you want $500? I want $500 because that would pay for my car payment. Well, why do you want to pay for your car payment? Because when I got that car, my husband and I started fighting over the extra money because, we had a car payment paid off already. Okay, well, why does that matter? Well, because my husband and I have struggled already. Whatever it is, like, you have to dig deep and ask yourself, what do you want? What do you want? Again and again and again and again. And allow yourself to think about that really big thing. If you're a brand new distributor, think about, like, okay, I always ask my new distributors, I'm like, okay, well, like, what's your goal? They're like, oh, $500. And I'm like, but if you could make like 2,000, would you? And they're like, yeah, but like, that sounds scary. And I'm like, but if you could, would you? And of course, everybody would. So I want you guys to set a goal that is scary, but also attainable. And here at the end of the day, like, I'm not going to set your goals for you, but if you're a brand new distributor saying that you're going to go ambassador in 3 months, which is the highest rank, it's not going to happen, right? That's not realistic. It's not I hate the word realistic, but it's not an attainable goal, right? But I have seen mountains be moved. You set the goal and you take the daily action, and God will do the rest. Like, I have seen brand new distributors. One of the girls I met this weekend, she's a presidential, and she was top 20, and she literally said that in January she was at 25,000 volume and I'm going to have her on next week. She was at 25,000 in volume, you guys, in January as a double diamond. The next month she went triple with just 50,000. Okay. The next month, that month or the next like 2 months after, she went presidential and had 100,000+ volume. So literally she went from double to presidential within like 60 days. And it was just like, that's what you guys need to hear to set your goals. Like, it is attainable. Set them set them big. Don't be ridiculous, but set them big in a ridiculous way, right? Like there's that balance. You know, they need to be measurable and they need to be specific because deadlines give urgency. If you have this big, beautiful dream board, okay, you got this big, beautiful dream board and there's not dates for every single one of those things, then guess what's going to happen? You're not going to hit any of them because what you're putting out into the universe is that if I'm 80 and I get my dream house, that's fine, right? Like, no, you got to set a date. So my goal too is to not set an income goal for this month much once in 2020. I'm putting for 6 consecutive months, I want my highest paycheck. I want it continuous, right? Because ask and you shall receive. What you ask for is what you're going to give. And if you don't ask for it, you know, like nobody knows the details except for what's in your heart. And so you have to put it out there. I love this too. So how many of you guys have started journaling? I was talking to Ashley Mayfield and she's so funny. She's like, I haven't started yet, but I have a great tip. And I love that. So when I have started journaling, you know, like what I have to say is like this big, right? And then I feel like I have to fill up this whole paper and it just, I feel like I don't have anything else to say, you know? And so what she said was her husband got her a smaller notebook. And so she will just take that with her wherever she goes. And when she feels something, when she wants something, she'll write it as if it's already happened. When she's feeling excited, she'll write that down. And it's in a smaller notebook. So if it's just a couple lines, it's okay, you know? And that was a big aha for me because I have this big notebook and I'm like, I only got 3 lines in, like it's not filled out, crap. And so that was a huge thing for me, you guys. But I love this too because Cammie and I were talking and journal how you feel when you feel good. When you're on the mountaintop, that's when you need to be journaling, you guys, because guess what? Sometimes we're going to be in valleys, right? Like I don't feel like I'm ever, you know, falling apart, but at the same time, you can't stay 100,000% 24/7, right? Like sometimes you're going to change a little bit. You're going to go a little bit slower. And so you need to journal, you guys, when you are on that mountaintop, how I'm feeling, what I'm thinking, what I know I'm worth. Like right now, you guys are like, yeah, 2020 is pumped. If you haven't signed a distributor by, you know, January 10th, 2020, are you just going to fall apart? No, you need to write down now how you're feeling, what you know you're worth, what you're capable of, so that you can go back and you can read that when you're not on the mountaintop, because you are talking to yourself and you know what you're capable of. You just have to get so crystal clear because where you stare is where you steer, right? We all know that. It literally is so funny too. Like even with real life stuff, you know, like whatever you stare at, you're going to steer towards. And that goes the same with other people, you guys. I made that video a few months ago where I was like, listen, you guys need to stop following other people. You need to follow one leader that you connect with and one leader that's in your upline. You need to stare at what you want. It's funny because I was looking at all the top 20 income earners and I'm like, okay, what can I say that they have that other people don't, or they do and other people don't? They all build their businesses, like, I wouldn't say different, but the same, but different, you know. But I was like, they're all pretty quiet as far as each other goes. So we have a triples and up page. Like, I don't see them on there very much. Like 19 out of 20 of them, I don't see them on there very much. I don't see them on each other's posts very much. We have an ambassador chat. I don't see them blowing it up that much, you know, and that's sidelines only, obviously. Like they are just so crystal clear, focused on what they want and their teams that they do not have time for anything else. And so I urge you guys, like, because even if you're at the top of the mountain right now and you're following all these people and you're so excited about it, when you're not at your mountaintop, you're going to take that excitement and it's going to become comparison. And it's the comparison that is the thief of all joy. I've done it and it has changed the way I had posted or I had put things up and I was like, I need to be like this. But guess what? Nobody liked that. Like it wasn't me. There's going to be people that are 100% drawn to me because of the way that I am, because I'm showing them like, this is my real life. Like, you can still be cute, but you can also still be like real. Like, that's mine. Whereas other people, it's like, you know, they're at the beach all day, and they really are at the beach all day. So like, you just have to kind of get crystal clear on just your goal and focusing on yourself and your potentials. Okay. So let's see. So we always talk about like what It Works has done for us, but what we need to talk about is what It Works is doing for us now. I always share about, oh, we bought our house. Guess what? We bought our house like 3.5, 4 years ago. I need to talk about what It Works is doing for us now. So for now, it's literally been putting money in the savings. It's been the trip I was able to take Jamie on, you know, things that have happened this year. Okay. Little things, big things. Sherry Lynn and I were talking, and I was making that post, and I was making a post with all of us in there. And I was like asking them, I was like, how many millions have you made in the company so far? Some of these people have been in 3 or 4 years. Some of them have been in 7. Some of them has been in longer. And I asked them, how many millions have you guys made? And so there was like 8 of us or something, and it came out to like 14 million. And I was like, all right. So when I put this on a post, people are going to be like, what? You know, like collectively we've made $14 million, you know, and that sounds crazy to some people. And so I was talking to Sherry Lynn, and it was just like, you guys, at the end of the day, like, you have to share about the big things and you have to share about the small things, because some people are going to join for the small things. But I have found that the people who are going to join for the dream house, they're going to be the ones that see the longevity in the business right away. Whereas the people who start for the $500, how many no's are you going to handle until $500 isn't worth it anymore? You know what I mean? Like, this business can get hard, and $500 is not worth how hard it can get sometimes. So that's why, again, we make the dream boards. And again, we have that big focus for our potentials, seeing that, hey, listen, your sister might have already talked crap about a business that you never even started, but you're going to get your dream house. You know, like, we have to put out those big things and those small things. And I don't care if you haven't reached them, you share about what you want every single step of you getting closer to it, which is every single paycheck, every single consistent day is getting you closer to that goal. And so, you know, talk about the big things and talk about the long things. Let's see here. That's the secret. I can't tell you. I'm just kidding. Oh gosh, it's going to be so awesome. Apparently there's this like phrase. It's like, you can fail at 1,000,000 things, but not at this. You guys, what's announced at the end of this month? It's that. You can fail at 1,000,000 things, but not at this. It is going to be so beneficial for everybody. And I cannot spill it because they will fire me. Let's see here. Trying to scroll past that. Sorry. Okay, so I love this. I was going to kind of only talk about it with the leaders, but I think we need to start talking about it a little bit sooner. No, Alexis. You guys, we have fluctuation in our paychecks. I don't know if you knew that, but that happens, right? And so sometimes when you're diamond and above, or not even yet diamond and above, you're earning lots of bonuses on your paychecks. And I want to start our team on making sure that we are living off of our residual, not off of our residual plus our bonuses, because that's not your actual paycheck. Usually your residual is your December paycheck. That's what that is. And so we need to make sure we talk about this first. If you guys have debt, that's what you need to pay off. Yeah, if you are like, you know, if your car battery is dying all the time and your door's falling off, yes, go get yourself a new car. You know what I mean? But besides that, like, if you could last longer in your car, you pay off that debt, because no one feels better in this business than when they don't have debt and when they're not locked into something. Because if you're stressed, let's just say, okay, how many of you guys have ever felt stressed out about your bills, right? Before this business, during this business, whatever. Okay. If you have ever felt stressed out by your bills, guess what? If you start making $5,000 a month in this business, and I'm preparing you guys for this because you guys are about to make a lot of money. We're about to go on a really big run. You are about to set the pace for a lot of years. Okay. Now, if you don't make any money right now in this business yet, and you go from $0 to $5,000, okay, by February, by March, whatever the date is, and then all of a sudden you trade in your car for a car that's a $800 monthly payment, and you upgrade your apartment, and you set a couple of vacations for your family, things like that. Guess what? At the end of the day, you are still paycheck to paycheck. You are still going to be stressed out about your bills because you're not going to have any money in the bank, because all of a sudden your $3,000 a month lifestyle just went to a $6,000 a month lifestyle. You know what I mean? You're always spending exactly what you have. And that's not the way we want to live. Do I have nice things? Yes. Do I want nice things? Absolutely. But there is an order. I freaking love Mark and Cindy and Pam. Like, there is an order. They talked about this so much. And I mean, we didn't even really need to hear it because I feel like we've all been pretty good about it, and they've talked about it the last year, but there is an order to your lifestyle change, you guys. And the order, it's debt. It's making sure that, you're paying off that debt first, but next you're putting money into savings. And third, you're not changing your lifestyle too soon. Like, that's just what it is. Don't change your lifestyle too soon. Am I about to work on moving into a big old freaking house? Heck yeah. But I've been in this house and made over $400,000 a year since I moved into this house 3 years ago, and I'm still in this house. I could have changed it earlier, but I didn't. We decided to do other things that would save and invest and things like that. And I know Allison, your husband, would appreciate this. I'm just kidding. But, there's an order. I told Aaron, it's funny because we've all talked about it, and I'm like, oh, I don't need a Louis Vuitton. Like, I'm not really like a purse person. I'd rather spend the money on a trip, things like that. But, after being around some of these bougie girls, I'm like, you know what? I'm going to have both. That's why I love Pam. She's like, why can't you have both? And it's funny because they say, like, when you are wealthy, that's when you care more about experiences. And I appreciate our team so much because I think our team already appreciates experiences more than things. But I told Aaron tonight, I said, when I go double ambassador, I'm getting myself a Louis Vuitton. Okay. Maybe by then I'll be remodeling our future house and it'll change, but I'm like, that's what I'm going to do. I'm buy myself one of those dang purses, not because it is a thing that I really want, but it's because I'm setting a goal. And I feel like if that's something that I worked really hard, and I want people to see that I've worked really hard. And granted, not everybody who has Louis Vuitton works really hard, but like, that's my symbol of like, I worked really hard. Like, I'm balling it up. And I will blame Jamie because I'm pretty sure she gave me the bug. When she got me those shoes, like, they're not Valentino shoes. They're not Louis Vuitton shoes, but like, she gave me the bug of like, I feel good, like, you feel like I earned this. And so anyways, I'm really excited about that, you guys. And just set whatever your heart desires to, but don't go diamond and then buy your first Louis Vuitton when your car's breaking down on the street. You know what I mean? Like, there's an order, and be smart to it. And I want our team to be like, hey, all of our debt's paid off and I'm making all this money and it's just like chilling in the bank. Like, we're baller status. I love when Cheyenne made that post this last year, and she shared like a picture of her bank statement, and she had $100,000 saved in the bank, and she's freaking 19 or 20, like, that's legit, you guys. Like, that is true freedom. And like, nobody wants to be stressed out, So anyways, okay. La, la, la. Okay. So I was talking to Sherry Lynn too, and this was awesome. She said she read it in like a book. It's just talking about the 10 things that you want to do in the next 10 years. So I will just go ahead and say like 5 things for 2020. And she writes them down every single night. And I was like, that seems kind of tedious, but I was like, it probably works. Because she's writing down her goals. Oh, yeah, that's what it was. It's the 10 by 10 by Rachel Harless. But I plan on doing 5 for 2020 and 5 for the next 10 years. Like, that's my thing. And, they can be hella scary, and they should be. But I plan on writing those every single day, you guys. Like, I don't know who's with me or who's not, but I am, like, so focused. Like, I'm getting back to reading every single night. Like, I'm I'm just excited. You guys, I am so excited because we are going on a huge run. I would say I've been in like 2 since I started maybe. But this is going to be like a whole nother level. Okay. All right. Let's see here. Sorry. It scrolled back down. Okay. I love this. He just said, you want a bigger check? Put in the time and the people. The part of the reason why I made that group, you guys, was because we're going to be signing distributors. The focus and the goal is to be bringing in those distributors and then teaching them to bring in 6 customers and 500 BV. That's all, you guys. Can you do that? Can you bring in 6 customers at 500 BV? Yes, you can. And I'm going to be making scripts as soon as there's some products coming out at conference, which I'm not sure if I was supposed to say that, but I just did. There's going to be some products coming out at conference, and then I'm going to be making a new product video, a new day 1 video, and new scripts so that every single script gets you at 100 BV or more. Okay, that's going to be the goal. Every script, 100 BV or more. And so that way, you don't ever have to worry about anything except for, guess what? You ATM. You add people to the group, you tag them in the video, and you message them, aka follow up. And then guess what? You add them to the team page, and what do? You tag them in the training, okay? You message them, that's following up with them, and you help them get their first 6 customers. Like, easy freaking peasy. That's our system. That's it. Period. End of story. This is like a modern day 3-way call. So I'll just kind of share what I'm talking about if you guys didn't see it. I think most of you guys did, but what we're doing is it's called ATM, add tag message. I made a few videos and we did this so that there would be no like messing around. I'm the only one in the videos. So if somebody comes to me and says, hey, I want to sign up with It Works, and I didn't add them, I will say, hey, you need to go back to the person who invited you. Who was that, right? And so that's going to be, there's 3 videos in there. If you haven't been added to it, I already posted. I made scripts for it so that, number 1, you guys, this is so freaking simple. There's 2 scripts. There is when somebody reaches out to you first, and there is when you want to reach out to someone first. And then what's next, okay? And again, follow the freaking scripts. Do not change it. I actually removed the distributor script from the announcement section because this is it. This is what we're doing. We're adding, we're tagging, we're messaging. There should be no ifs, ands, or buts. You should not reword it to sound like you. You don't need to. You are inviting them. You're asking a little bit about them, and then you are inviting them into the group. Period. End of story. And then you're going to tag them. And yes, I don't know if Eliana and Alejandra have talked about it yet, but there's going to be a Spanish one in there also. We have 3 right now. It goes in 3 steps. Okay. But the Spanish one is just going to be one like longer one. And so if you guys have people who speak Spanish, you're going to be able to add, tag, and message them too. Okay. And so that's going to be really, really, really awesome. I'm going to be the one that's posting that video though. They're going to send it to me. That way, guess what? If somebody comes to me, I can still send them back to who invited them. But this is going to be huge, you guys. Literally, I just opened it and there's already like 15 people with potentials in there. Like, it's just freaking blowing up. Like, I am so excited about it. I think this is going to be that game changer. This is what's going to break the ceiling, take everyone to a whole nother level. Because imagine if you had me or Eliana or Jamie or Stacy or Savannah. I could name a whole bunch. I don't want to leave anyone out. But imagine if you had us to literally talk to your potentials, every single message. Imagine if you had that. That's what this is. That is literally what this is. And then you just have to be consistent. You guys, you just have to be consistent with those simple things. All you have to do is find the people. All you have to do is message, grow your network, and post. That's all you have to do, okay? Let me answer some of the questions that might be in here. So would this be something that we could add our already potentials? So you guys, go read those scripts. It's already there. It's all in the announcement section, already there. It says one for already potentials and one for first initial message. The already potential one It literally says, hey, I know we've talked about you getting started before. I want to help you get going. Let's do this. Would I be able to add you to a group where you can get some more information, right? And that's it. So do not just add people. That is the biggest thing, right? Nobody wants to be added to a group that they haven't been asked to be added to. Do not add them before you ask them. And then guess what? These people are able to start sending out messages and start responding to people with that exact script, and boom, right there. It is literally in the announcement section. It's already there. It's already there, you guys. Everything's already laid out for you. And I wanted to lay this all out as soon as possible so that we can just get things going, and that, you know, as soon as Christmas is over, because I get it. Everyone's going to be family, you know, spending time with their family for a few days for Christmas, whatever. That's totally fine. Like, we're all going to do it. We should be, right? Like, we got family coming in town. We should all be hanging out together, all that stuff. But the day after Christmas, I'm already preparing for these next couple weeks before it, because I'm not going to be left behind. Let's see here. Oh, I love this too. It's kind of off topic, but backtracking. So, let's see. I want you guys to know too that whether you're new in this business or you're not new in this business, you might feel like you don't have any runners, or maybe you think that you have leaders, but guess what? You don't get to call your top producers leaders. Leaders are people who show up and would show up whether you were there or not. Leaders are people who are consistent every single day, whether you followed up with them or not. Leaders are people who lead by example. They are enrolling. That is what a leader is, okay? So if you have 4 or 5 people on your team that you keep calling your leaders, but really they don't show up like you show up, they are not leaders. You are the leader. You are the pace of the pack, right? Like, you don't have leaders yet. And the reason why I say that is because I love sharing these things that are just so, like, they're inspiring, you know, and I know I keep talking about the same people, and I'm going to be talking about new people in the next couple months. But, you know, I signed up Shandy, Suzette, and Jessica all in July, right? Within 90 days, each of them went diamond. Shandy went double diamond 2 months ago, which was like less than 5 or 4 months in the business for her. And then she had a personally enrolled diamond last month, which was Allison. Allison went diamond in 90 days. You guys, that all happened in the last 5 months. I don't want to say what her paycheck was, but she made well over $8,000 between her and her husband's paycheck. That happened in 5 months. I say that because, number one, that can happen for you. Number two, that can happen to your team. But you will attract what you are. If you are in the wrong, when I've been in the wrong space of mind, it feels like, and do not compare yourself, because you don't know what kind of space of mind she's been in or you've been in, or you don't know her network, but I'm sharing what could come into your business tomorrow. But you're going to attract what you are. And when I've been in the wrong space of mind, even when I thought I was in the right, I was bringing people in and they were dropping like flies. And I was like, where the F is everybody awesome, right? Like, I'm like, where are they? But when I've been in the right space of mind, it feels like everybody I sign just freaking takes off. Not everybody, but you know, a lot of them do. And so you got to be in the right space, or you're going to bring in the wrong people. And it might not be a difference in your posts. It might not be a difference in anything except for just what you are inviting into you. And so the people are out there, you guys. People are jumping in this business and going faster than ever. But you have to be at that pace and give them that pace to follow. Because the real people who are willing to put in the work, they are going to be the ones who want to see you work. I want to see Mikkel's hustle if I want to join Mikkel's team, you know, because people are not afraid of work, but they want to see what's on the other side of that work. You know, for me, I'm looking for people who are hungry, and that's what I'm hungry. So I'm going to attract those people. Oh, I love this too. This was just awesome. When he said, when you're debt free, fear and people don't control you. That is freaking powerful, you guys. Fear and people don't control you when you are debt free. I don't know why I wrote this down, but stagnant is stinky, right? Nobody wants to be stagnant. Everybody wants to be going. And it stinks to be stagnant. Nobody wants that. Eliana shared, Margarita said, if nothing changes around you except for you, everything changes. That is so true. That's like what Pam was saying. She's like, it's just your mindset. You don't have to do anything different or more. Granted, I'm in this spot. I don't know where you're at or what you're actually doing every day, right? But I don't need to do anything more except for this in order to make my $100,000 a month, right? And I feel that responsibility for you guys, because I feel like if I can't dream for 100,000, you guys aren't going to dream for 50 or 70 or even 5 or 10, right? So I have to dream way above that, and it does scare me. I'm like, how, right? But I'm like, nope, don't focus on the how. Just focus on the why. Focus on what you want. You don't need to revamp your friends list. The thing is, you guys, like, you don't know who the people are that are watching you right now that are going to have that life change immediately and want what you have. If you have 5,000 friends, yeah, get rid of the people that are cussing and swearing on Facebook and all busted. But I doubt you have those 5,000. Let's see. They asked one of the guys that was there, and they said, hey, they said, what is your favorite product? Okay. And what he said was, my favorite product is the opportunity. And I was like, boom, light bulb. You guys, we already have awesome, amazing products. Like, it works. Thank goodness. They take care of the ingredients. They take care of all that green stuff. People don't care what's in the products. They care what they do. And then it takes care of what's in them, right? So that we can have that to add our backs. But you need to lead with the business. You will never be a diamond and above if you do not sign distributors. Some of you guys, this past year, you were signing 60 customers a month or 30 customers a month. And that is fabulous, but you are going to chase your tail. You need to learn duplication. Duplication is not you signing 30 to 60 customers a month, because your team is not going to do that, right? You can't keep that up every single month. I mean, some people do, but you have no distributors, right? Duplication is you signing this much and then you being able to teach people to sign that much. That is the duplication. And so we need to get so crystal clear on, using the products, running our own auto ship. I know some of you guys are like, well, I don't tell my team they have to because blah, blah, blah. No. If you're not using the products, get out of here. Like, you need to fall in love with these products so that you love the business. That's what it is. Like, I love the business because I love the products. And then it's so easy for me to say, like, why wouldn't you be making money with me? Because these products are so freaking awesome, right? So I plan on, guys, I use so many of the products. It's stupid. Like, it's so stupid. So, but what I plan on is, even though we have so many, people's focus can't be in 18 different places, right? A confused mind, what is the phrase? A confused mind shuts down, or something like that. A confused mind quits. I don't know what it is, right? So that's why we're doing, a confused mind says no. And so that's why we're doing the ad tag message. We're going to keep it so simple. I'm going to keep it really simple for the product videos, everything like that. But what we need to do is, I encourage you guys, pick 4 to 6 products that you use and you fall in love with. And if you're using more, that's great, but pick those 4 to 6 that you're sharing about, right? So I drink my ketones and I share about that every single morning. I'm loving the skincare line, and that's a whole package. So I'm just considering that as one. I share about me doing the BFF and the greens for lunch, right? That's another. So pick, that 4 to 6. Oh, and then the lash serum, I just started doing that today. Okay. Because I got mine this weekend. So, like, I'm picking those products that I'm focusing on, and I'm going to attract those people that want that. A little bit of beauty, a little bit of face, and a little bit of weight loss / health. So that's kind of what I'm doing, you guys. But pick that, those 4 to 6 products that you focus on and you promote. And it doesn't need to be weight loss. It can be whatever you want. I love it because Marwa, she's phenomenal. She is, I don't know. she's trying to get open in Dubai. That's what her culture is. Anyways, I don't want to say it wrong and then like sound bad. So anyway, she had like freaking 46 personally enrolled rubies in the last 4 or 5 months. That's ridiculous. But guess what? Guess how she did it? She did the ATM machine. And so I'm going to get that ATM machine going, right? I don't know why I said machine with it, but it sounded good. So anyways, that's what she has been doing. But guess what? In her culture, weight loss is not that big of a deal. Like I asked her and she said they are beauty. They are all about the beauty. They're all about the skincare. And so they sell beauty works, 100 BV all day long. She's like, actually my culture, like it's kind of beautiful to be a little bit bigger. And so I want you guys to pick your 4 to 6 that you are going to find the network for, because that's who's going to follow you for those 4 to 6 products. And so, like I said, it doesn't need to be weight loss. It just needs to be what you fall in love with. And you need to be running your auto ship and you need to be using the products, like period, end of story. I get it. When you're new, you can't, but you need to reinvest in your business a freaking sap as soon as you can. I know we've been talking a lot about the in-person events, like last week, the pop-up shops and everything like that. You guys wholeheartedly can and will work your business from that. And both of these things, online or in person, like I don't want you to forget about one, but if something's not broken for you, don't fix it. You know, for me, I'm going to be doing a couple pop-ups a month. And other than that, I've earned my time on social media, right? Like I feel like I'm really good at it. And so what I'm going to be doing is I'm going to be taking, because nothing beats that in-person connection. So what I'm going to be doing is I'm going to be taking my potentials more so and getting them in person if the ad tag message is not working for them, even though I think it will anyways, or just getting with them once they do sign. So anyways, that's kind of my little in-person spiel. Oh, okay. Sorry guys, my thing keeps getting popped down. Oh, I love Pam. I freaking love her. She said, it's so important that we have like a different relationship with money than other people. And she's just like standing up, talking with her microphone. And she's like, I love money. If you guys have met her, that's exactly the way she talks. She's our chief networking officer. She's the first person to find and try the rap, you guys. And so she's like, I love money. Like, she's like, and this is why she makes a lot of it. She said, I love giving it. I love making it. I love spending it. And I was like, you are gold. Like, that is goals right there, right? To just be so confident in like, there's nothing wrong with you guys making a lot of money. Because guess who gets to give a lot of money? The people who make it. You can't give anything that you don't make, right? You can't help other people when you're in a bad state of mind. Yeah, I actually wrote that in a notebook. What the butt, dude? People need to stop signing into my account. I actually wrote that. Like, I love giving it, I love making it, and I love spending it. But that was just like so awesome. You have to make it to spend it. Oh, and this was so awesome too. They shared a story that I've actually heard before, but some of you guys might not have. You don't know the ripple effect of you making and spending money actually does. So, for example, the real estate agent, and some of you guys have heard this, but the real estate agent who Pam used and referred to Mark and their family, they were having dinner and the husband started crying and she's like, what's wrong with you? And he said, I was able to quit the job that I hated, the job where they didn't pay me enough, and start my own business just because of the real estate from the Pentecost and the Souders. And that is freaking phenomenal, you guys. And like, because of the wealth and the spending that they were doing, they changed other people's lives along the way. Let's see. Oh, I love this too. Someone was like, I don't know how I got to top 20 and I don't know how I'm going to get to black diamond, but it's going to happen. And that's how I feel. Like, I don't really know how I'm here, to be honest. I set the goal and I just did the same things every single day, working hard and, having fun with it and working on this. And you guys have to set that too. I don't know how I'm going triple diamond, but I'm going to do it. Right. Okay. So I think that's pretty much all I have. Yes, some people are going to pop up on the Power 30s soon. Do any of you guys have any like questions or anything you want to ask or add to the ad tag message? Take advantage of this. It's going to blow up. I talked to a lot of different people about what they thought about it, and I felt really, really, really good about it coming home. And so I just know it's going to blow up, you guys. I know it's going to be phenomenal. Your only job now is finding the people. Your only job is offering the business and putting out the good, attractive posts or going live, like, and growing your network. That is what it is, you guys. Are we going to add a video about the products? Nope, I'm not. This is the opportunity. We are not going to go so far into detail. Once they start, they will be trained on the products. We are focused on the money and the opportunity. And then once they start, they're going to fall in love with the products. Okay. That's just kind of how I have seen it. It worked. I didn't even try or know about any of the products. I just wanted to make money. How many of you guys just wanted to make money? You didn't really care about the products yet. You might have tried them, but you didn't start because you loved the products. You might have just started for the money, right? And then there's the other half of you who started for the products, but you'll still start for the money. That's why you joined the business instead of just becoming a customer. Can we still get the 3 products for the 99? Yes. Yes, you can. That is only for distributors, you guys. Oh, poor baby. So you're going to get all 3 of the new products for $99, or you can get 2. I think it's like basically like BOGO, like 2 sets for $140, $139. Don't quote me on that, but that ends tomorrow for distributors. $158, what she said. Okay. So my baby is freaking out. Love you all. Make sure you post your dream boards and post your picture of your post or your live video, sharing it in the comments to be in that drawing. Okay. All right. Bye guys.